Hey, this is Dave of Dave Trains, and if you noticed, got a new locomotive right here. Been waiting on this for a couple months. It's an older model that I picked up from Zitnik Trains, and I use my local hobby shop who has put a sound decoder in it, and had a lot of trouble getting a sound decoder in, and then when he started doing the machining, he had trouble with the frame basically breaking apart on him, so he had to get a new frame. So after several months, I finally did receive it. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been down here last couple hours piddling with it and playing around with it and really enjoy it. Don't know much about sound decoders. Sounds good to me. I don't know if you can hear it over my blabbering, what it's doing. Locomotive runs real well. There was only one problem that I saw is right in here there's I have a crossover switch, and it would get to right past that switch, it would stop, and then basically would go through the sound cycle and the startup procedure again, and then take off. So I've overcome that with just running it faster. Means when I operate it, I can run it at normal speed, but when I get back around here, close to the front end of this, I'm going to have to speed it up, and it goes right across. I tested all my other locomotives, and they did great. So I'm sure it has something to do with the current draw on the sound decoder. And if anybody's interested, it's a Digitrack sound decoder. It's a SDN144A0, and I can go over some of the sounds here on it. Hopefully you can hear it. It does have lights. That was the other thing. I didn't think the lights worked until I turned the lights out in the train room, and they're just really dim. So it does have the board lights on it, and forward and reverse, but they're extremely dim. So I'm not sure if I can adjust that or not, and it might make this situation going across this crossover even worse. I do have power on both ends of the crossover. If you ever watch Mike Pfeiffer's video, he talks about how he wires Kato turnout switches, crossover switches. So I did mine. All my switches have power on both ends, on every end. So, and like I said, all my other locomotives ran across it fine. And so I can go over a few of the things. I'm sure everybody's heard this before, but I think it's kind of neat because it's my first locomotive sound. But you got the you have a bell, which you have to turn off or it won't stop. And then you have a horn, and that's just a one push. You have a coupler crash. It's kind of neat. Has an air feature disable. You got a dryer, pop-off dryer, starts compressor, which may be what's running right now, I'm not sure. You have the dynamic brake fans that'll come on, which is pretty neat. You have what they call a crossing gate horn. Pretty neat. You have a brake squeal. There you go. And they have a crossing gate air horn sequence, which is F10. So that's all the sounds it's got. I think it's pretty neat. I don't use any of them. I just like the way it's sitting there idling, and you start it up. It's just kind of neat. So it'd probably be the only locomotive I have with sound. I can't imagine having a bunch of them on here in sound. I did turn it up, the sound up a little bit, but like I said, it runs smooth. It pulls great. I do have one Family Lines car, so I guess I'm going to have to buy some more. But like I said, apparently the L&N they were running for many years. And I can remember when where we lived, seeing a Family Lines, and was sad that the L&N, was kind of gone by the wayside. But they still would be pulling L&N cars. So anyway, start her up here, and I don't know if you can hear it. So I did set, like I said, I set it as not as a road switcher, but as a mainline locomotive, and I'm gonna have to do some reading up on this type of locomotive to see what they were used for. That's all about. So I got a new toy, and I've been playing with it all day. But like always, I appreciate everybody watching and commenting. And if you want to continue to watch me on building my little in-scale layout, please hit that subscribe button, and make sure you ring the bell to get notifications. And always, I appreciate you watching. We'll talk to you later.